Howdy everyone, it's me, Elijah, and welcome to what is going to be one of the main things that I will be doing on this channel, movie reviews. And now, this series is going to cover a lot of different movies, but I think that I should start with my favorite film ever made. And the film that sparked my interest in movies, actually. Jurassic.
That's right. Jurassic Park is my favorite film ever made. I also see it as the greatest movie ever made. But that is just my opinion.
You know, that's just like your opinion, man.
I love damn near every aspect of this movie. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's talk about Jurassic Park.
So the film starts on Isla Nublar, 120 miles west of Costa Rica, as we see several Jurassic Park workers, one of them being Robert Muldoon, played by the late Bob Peck. However, while transporting whatever is in that cage, chaos breaks loose as the animal begins to escape. Elsewhere, Donald Gennaro, played by Martin Ferrero, goes to speak to amber miners. Cutting to the Badlands of Montana, we meet our main characters, Dr. Alan Grant, played by Sam Neill, and Dr. Ellie Sattler, played by Laura Dern. The two dig up velociraptor bones before they are invited to a private island owned by Dr. John Hammond, played by the late, great Richard Attenborough. While on the journey, they meet Dr. Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum, a self-proclaimed
chaotician.
As they arrive on the island, they realize what is so special about the island. It's full of dinosaurs.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Once they get somewhat settled onto the island, and, of course, meeting Hammond's grandchildren, they set off on a tour. However, during a freak storm, the nefarious Dennis Nedry, played by Wayne Knight, shuts down the power of the entire park in an act of corporate sabotage. Now that the power is out, the dinosaurs break loose and run amok throughout the entire island, and everyone has to try and get off the island while trying to survive the dangerous dinosaurs. Now, with all that said, why do I love this movie so much? Is it because I loved dinosaurs growing up?
Yes, that's the reason. But even as a small child who played this film on repeat over and over and over again, I still loved every aspect of this film.
First, the characters. Alan Grant is the epitome of what every dinosaur-loving kid strived to be. A cool and badass paleontologist who is able to stand up to actual dinosaurs. All that is thanks to Sam Neill's impeccable acting. How cool is that? However, under all that, he has an actual character arc. At the start of the film, he hates the idea of children, but after surviving on a dinosaur-infested island with Hammond's grandkids, he is ready to have children. I also don't mind the grandkids. Joseph Mazzello and Ariana Richards bring a lot of heart and a sense of being vulnerable children to Tim and Lex Murphy, respectively. Also, I was totally like Tim Murphy as a kid. All I did for years of my life was talk about dinosaurs. Then there's Ellie Sattler. She's a wonderful character who is not only pretty and smart, but she's also a badass who tries to defend herself from all the dinosaurs on the island. Also, Laura Dern kills it in this role, as she shows genuine fear and joy in every scene she's in. Next is my personal favorite character, Ian Malcolm. This man is a hoot to watch, and Jeff Goldblum oozes charisma and charm. He is just playing himself, but Ian Malcolm is one of those Jeff Goldblum roles that I can see just fine as Jeff just playing himself. Then there's John Hammond. You really feel this man's dreams for creating the impossible, bringing back dinosaurs and wanting the whole world to see. Richard Attenborough brings such joy and wisdom to this character, and every time he smiles, you just want to smile with him.
Yahoo!
Now the side characters. Robert Muldoon is the badass game warden of Jurassic Park who knows what fear the velociraptors bring, and he has the best death in the whole movie.
Clever girl.
Dennis Nedry is the fat son of a bitch who makes everything go wrong, and you just end up hating him because he's the one who causes the deaths of many people, including... And Donald Gennaro is just there for some dino chow.
Also, Samuel L. Jackson's in this movie. He doesn't last very long, but it's Sam Jackson. Of course you're gonna love him.
Next are the dinosaurs. The peaceful Brachiosaurus serves as a great starting dinosaur to ease in the characters and the audience. The Triceratops, Gallimimus, and the Dilophosaurus are somewhat background dinos, but they all serve vital roles in the story. But the main antagonists of the film are, of course, the devilish Velociraptors and the amazing Tyrannosaurus Rex. The T-Rex is everyone's favorite dinosaur from this film. It's on the poster, for God's sakes. And the roar?
Ugh. I'm coming.
But let's give credit to the Velociraptors, as they become popular after this movie. You see them everywhere. They are so intelligent and are constantly brought up as the greatest evil in the park, including the big one.
We bred 8 originally, but when she came in, she took over the pride and killed all but 2 of the others.
All the effects in this film were handled by Stan Winston and his company, as well as the talented people at Industrial Light and Magic, and this film helped to popularize CGI in Hollywood. And while some of it is dated, the CGI is still spectacular and looks better than any CGI in, I don't know, Black Widow.
The story was based off of the book by the same name, which I have right here. The author of this horror novel, Michael Crichton, yes, I said horror novel, it was written to be a horror novel back in 1990, came back to help write the screenplay with David Koepp. And I have the screenplay right here. And Koepp is coming back to write the latest film in the franchise, Jurassic World Rebirth, which I'll review eventually.
Steven Spielberg, the director of this film and many others, has his talent as a director oozing through every second of this film. His direction for everything really makes everything come together, and he is also my favorite director, who is my role model. Along with Spielberg comes his frequent collaborator, John Williams, and I see this as the legendary composer's best work possible. The maestro brings a lot of whimsy to the score for the whimsical moments and much fear for the intense moments. Fucking amazing!
Overall, I love this movie, and I always will. This film speaks to me on a level that I can barely put into words, and I just love it. So, I can't give my favorite film of all time anything less than a 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah, are there any flaws with this film? No!